All right, everybody.
He's in charge.
You guys need to paint. I'm with the guy in the shop apron, and then an arrow pointing at each other in the shop apron.
Is that a wide angle lens?
Everybody, Doug and Dan. Part. What part are we on? Are we on part 5?
I think
I think it's 4.
This time, it's personal. We've achieved proximity. Dan and Doug are together in Dan's shop, and I'm gonna shut up and let them get off to the races with telling us what's going on.
let it roll. You hit it.
What is going on?
Oh, it was my understanding that you had something planned for today. I'm
know.
sorry.
Well, we're visiting Dan's shop. Sharon and I are here visiting Dan. We just got off the artisan guitar show. We were hanging out with Emily Gluck and Mike Schramm and Joe was there. Larry Fitzgerald was there.
Roger Sadowski,
Roger Stadowski was there. We had a ball.
Ken Parker,
Ken
John
Parker.
Monleone.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
No, Dan was
Sounds like
there,
you
so
were.
he made us come here.
So everybody got Dan.
But we're just we don't have anything planned for this today, but just a bunch of hijinks and fun gadgetry we decided.
So, did you pick out some? I know. So, I was telling a friend of mine, Dan, you have been adjacent to the StuMac research and development area for a long time. And one of the things I noticed when I was there is you've got a lot of things that didn't make the cut into the StuMac catalog. Not most of which is not because it wasn't a good idea, but a lot of it was just because it was impractical to manufacture for mass consumption. Did you guys pick out some of these items to look at?
Well, what we decided to do is first I've got a gift for Dan that we're gonna give him, and then we're gonna do a little shop tour.
Okay.
And then as we do the shop tour, we're gonna start peeking in Dan's drawers.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see what I can find.
Okay.
So that's
The
what
bench drawers.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't find anything that needs a trip to the doctor. So.
You use that film, right?
I've never used it like this.
Here, I got some microfinishing film for you because I love microfinishing film, and that's your microfinishing film. This is microfinishing film that goes from 300 grit up to 60,000.
What color is the 60,000? White?
The white, yeah, that's this
60,000 grit.
We polishing
You
some
can
nuts.
clean your glasses.
It's just notebook paper, isn't it? Like at that point.
This is the used side.
That's the using side. This is also PSA back, so you can stick it to stuff. It's
Really?
self-sticking stuff. Yeah. I do fingerboards with that. I do finish work with that. I do practically everything with that stuff. And here's the instructions.
Very cool.
That's just an aside.
And I love the color assortment. Pink and blue, chartreuse.
Get a hold so I can see them.
Look at the colors.
Oh, that's nice.
I know it. It's like construction paper.
Colors are
Pink is
better.
wonderful.
Colors are
No.
better than numbers anyway.
Wait till my granddaughter gets home.
Yes.
So there's
You
that.
can cut it out.
Now,
Make things that would stick.
Before I give Dan his gift,
I thought that was the gift.
I don't know if you can see it down here on the table. Before I give Dan his gift, I want all of the whippersnappers in this business who are younger than Ian and I to know how it is we learned how to do this job. So, like here, for example, is a Guitar Player magazine from my youth. This, I think, is This is 1986.
I have that one. That's Abercrombie on the front, right?
Yes. Now, I'll tell you what I used to do. I used to wait for this to come out every month because this is how we learned our craft. This would come out once a month, and I would flip through it. I would probably throw the rest of the magazine out because I would flip to wherever it is. What was
Dan,
that?
do you remember what page it was on?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Ross, look at his hair.
Marlon looks so young. Jesus.
Chet Atkins.
But I would flip to.
Maybe you did tear it out of
I
that
could
one.
look in the index. Like that would save time. Here we go.
Look for John Carruthers.
Should have had it prepared with a little mark on the
I should have
page.
had it prepared. Here we go. 109. Here we go. I would flip right to. I was almost there.
Back then he was quicker.
Yes. I would,
There we go.
I would flip right to the page where that was. And on mine, I would tear out those articles and I punched holes in them and I kept them in a book. I still have the book somewhere. I should have brought it with me. But that's how I would learn my craft.
Amazing. Look at that.
What was that article?
What month?
This one here, I don't know if you can see this.
There you go.
Can you see that there?
Yep.
To scallop or not to scallop?
Oh,
And this
scallop
one,
fingerboards. That does sound like a
I didn't-
1986 topic.
I didn't tear this one out because I really didn't care about scalloping, so I didn't tear this one out of the book. Sorry.
I just looked at the spine and it's November 1986.
Yeah.
That's the year I moved to Sumac, November 10th,
Yep.
1986.
Wow.
Wow.
That's magic, man.
So then,
Pivotal time.
Doug, if you
after
want
a little bit of time, that happened. This is the first edition, and I bought it like the week it came out, of Dan's first guitar player repair guide. And now I didn't have to have all of those articles in the book. I still kept them.
Dan, was that book independent of StuMac, or was that?
That was through Miller Freeman Guitar Players publisher.
Yeah.
Dan, isn't there a cool story about that headstock break?
Yeah, we broke that peg head just for the photo.
Did you really?
So how many editions have come out since this?
I think there's 3. I
Okay.
think there's 1, 2, 3.
Well, this is my personal copy,
It's
Don't
not out
even
yet.
let me touch it or look at it.
which means
Don't
you
even
have
look
to
at it.
sign it.
Don't breathe on
You have to autograph it for me.
it.
Doug,
This is I've been waiting 40 years for this moment.
I brought my Optivisors down to have him sign, and I completely forgot the last time I was there.
Did he sign the lenses? Doug, if you need the scalloped article torn out of the magazine, I have it.
So, wait a second. Is Dan's gift getting to sign your book?
What is the date? 18th?
Yes.
It's the 18th.
4/18/23.
April, that's the 4th month in the year, right?
Correct.
23.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you, Doug.
You want to know what it says?
What?
It says, Doug, you have wonderful lips for a luthier. Thank you. Oh, there it is. Whoops.
Oh, that's nice.
Very cool.
His pens also have a light in them.
Oh yeah, Jeremy's saying, Doug, you need to sign Dan's workstation.
There we go.
Oh, we signed his
Bandsaw?
bandsaw.
Okay.
Have you signed my band
Oh,
song? Did you sign it?
Here, I'll send your workstation.
You should ask first. I don't know that he.
I do.
Do you have like a Sharpie somewhere? Oh, I got a Sharpie here.
I got a Sharpie.
I got one right here.
What size?
So Dan, that your setup is like in the middle of the shop now. That's new, right? Hi, Elise.
Yes.
Yay, you made it.
You're
Telescope?
yeah. Are you completely? Do you only work in the workstation now, pretty much, or how does it go?
This is it's a neck jig now, and it does all the other stuff right now. I'm still working at setting it up as a neck jig. I did take and I sawed off this end of it because I didn't like it being welded.
Mhm.
I can slide parts off from either end and switch it out real fast.
Yeah, we have a telescoping headrest that will slide on for Dan coming.
This
Cool.
stays here. If I want to get rid of this, I just unbolt it, but I haven't for months.
Yeah.
And the one thing I need to do with this is I'm gonna have Joey weld the bottom of it because there is movement in the bottom of this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those set screws never work quite right.
I had Blake Burkholder tighten this, and he's a farm kid from down in Hurricane, West Virginia.
Yeah.
So you can't reef on it much harder than that, but maybe double.
No, probably those bolts probably just dented the
So
post.
yeah, this stays right here, and a lot of things go on.
Okay, now
Now we got presents.
my gift. Yeah.
So do you guys just coincidentally have the same apron, or did you bring an
Well,
apron?
I brought this because I figured nobody would recognize me without me wearing this.
Who is that?
But
know-
Dan,
Oh,
did you
wow,
bring
yeah.
Dan one?
What is it?
This is the variable radius.
I know it. How cool!
So this is the first one. This is the first one I made that isn't mine, and it goes to him. Wow. So this here, you keep going, and you can get any radius you want, all the way down to about 5 inches.
Wow.
And if you want, you go the other direction until it gets flat, or until it extends as far as this one will go. And then you merely unscrew these, put this one in, and you can keep going in a negative radius
Wow.
for about, probably to about a 9-inch radius, negative.
What happens when the sandpaper wears out? Oh,
Put more on.
cool. Thank you, Doug. This is beautiful. Everything you make is clean and perfect. It's true.
Well, I hope you get use out of it.
Look at that.
Are we ready to do a shop tour?
Yep.
So I'm gonna hop behind the camera.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull it out, and we're gonna try to.
This is my rolling light.
I love that rolling light. I would love one of those.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was about to mention.
So also we have Seal, Blake, where is she? Elise, Mike Brower is joining us today, and of course you saw Sharon. Am I holding this still enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So Dan, you're gonna show me around the shop. I want to see the old shop.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Everyone can come.
Because I remember the old StuMac videos from the old shop with the brick wall.
No, I have been cleaning lately. So I take a lot of the things in here and put them in the old shop. But I threw out 200 or 300 pounds worth of stuff this week.
Hopefully our Wi-Fi is gonna stay good for this. It's a beautiful day out here in Ohio.
Doug, is this your first trip to Ohio?
Here's the spray fan.
This is. What's that?
Here's my spray fan. And
Oh, there's a spray fan over there. We can see from the inside. So here's the old
this
shop.
is now the garage. For example, I'm throwing out all these books.
Anybody want some books? You can come out to Ohio.
And I have CDs.
Don't tell Michael that Dan's getting her.
And this is my old shop. Elise, would you take the plug out of the wall?
So this is a spray booth. It's set up with a StuMac pedestal buffer.
I don't do a lot of big frame, but this does everything I need.
Oh, look at that. That holds the wings for you. There we go.
When I open the window back in the bathroom, it goes right out.
So in the Stu Mac videos that we all saw, we were seeing them usually from this perspective over here, looking down here, because I remember the brick wall always kind of being on that side where you had all of the red rollaways against the wall, right?
Yes. You've seen all walls, because I had benches everywhere, belt sander was here, table saw was in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You might like this. This is old.
Were you able to park your cars in there when you were
No,
No.
It was just a shop, I think.
just a shop?
just the shop. And you've been in here, Ian, because you sprayed in here.
I did, yeah. Yeah, we had tables in there and we had a bunch of people hanging out in there.
Up. There's a piece of history right there.
Frank Ford sticker.
Yeah. We got some spray guns here.
What kind of guns are those, Dan?
Those are the cheap copies of the Avilbus, I guess.
Yeah.
Stumac sells. That's a cheap copy of a Binks. I got cheap copies of a lot of them.
It's like we got a jar of pickles over here.
What's the safety helmet for? You
I wear that when I'm scared.
He was wearing it yesterday while we were
I'll
poking
use
through
it
his
on
drawers.
a table saw.
got a builder Bob thing happening there.
And when doing carpentry. I do have I got one of those new spray guns this year that Brian Gallup uses.
Is that it there?
That's not it.
No.
This is,
That looks like it's from a siphon can.
that's from Lowe's. That's good. And the new one is, it has these plastic liners
Yeah.
and you can just save them. You plug them up and you put it in the gun cup.
Mm.
And they're just pretty amazing. That's what it looks like, and you pop it onto your. This.
Oh, cool. Is that it there?
Nope, that's another one of those other kind.
Dan, is that a filter on that, or is that?
No, that's just a piece of cloth on there. Don't know why I had it there. Never took it off. But the other gun is probably back there.
Back
Pretty
where?
cool if nobody has used these. I went up to visit Brian Gallup and then I bought one of these.
Oh, there it is.
These are cool. So you got plastic liners and this pops in here
Mm-hmm.
and you spray away. You take it out, plug it back up, and you can just keep using it.
Very cool.
It's
Cool.
very clean. They're cool.
Dan, what's that certificate on the wall there? Is that for compliance for your spray booth?
Which where? This one over here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Workers' compensation.
Oh, okay.
That's certificate of workers compensation.
Okay.
And then we're going into the
The inner
this used to
sanctum.
be the back of the house. So this was an addition. That's the back of the house.
Oh, okay.
You can see the steps that came down from the upstairs porch.
Oh, okay.
So this room had a window here. There was no door. This was a Model A garage. That means that it had a dirt floor and there was an opening here for the car and it had a lean-to built around it because these were built back when the cars were really short. So a modern car couldn't be parked in here.
So you
all
still
it
got
had-
got some tools in here.
and I had a lot of tools in here at one point. This is part of my clean out.
He's
This is what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks because I knew Doug was coming. And one at a time, I take these things, like I've saved these drywall screws. I saved that. I saved this. At a certain point, I just say, screw it, and I throw it all in the box and take it to the dumpster.
You got a little grinder.
Hard to do. This used to have all my sharpening stuff on it, but I kind of moved some of it over here.
What's in here, Dan? Is this just empty?
Those are grinder stones,
Okay.
more grinder stones.
Some resonator
Oleum parts. Nothing.
parts. Oh, what's this? What's this?
That is,
What do we find here?
that is one of the Harley Davidson straps that were made in 1993.
Oh, tell me about this.
That one never got plated. It's still copper. And it's not going to get plated because it's too cool looking.
Is that
You got to make a
is
guitar
that
out of that.
is that all metal or is that like a coated covered?
It's all metal.
Really?
It's all.
It's aluminum that's been copper plated, I think, to get chrome plated or nickel plated. I don't think they ever had them in this copper color.
This has to become a guitar. Either that or a clock. I'm not sure which.
And there's
Some mason jars.
there's more in the other room.
Okay.
Back in that corner that's my old rocking chair that blew apart.
What's this? Tell me about this. What is this?
That is
Look at
that's
that.
the rocking chair.
Tell me what the rocking chair is.
It bolts to that stand in the corner.
There's the
It's
stand.
a three-legged stand with the seat, but about 2 months ago.
You
or
sit.
so.
You can sit in that.
Oh yeah, you could.
Oh wow.
And I got it down out of the attic because I hadn't been using it. The whole idea of this is it's kind of a telly shape, but instead of having to reach over it, it's really comfortable because it comes back here and you're.
Is that a Pete
Very
Seeger
comfortable.
neck on that, Dan? Is that neck like super long?
This neck is neck through body. It's really old Doug fir,
Wow. Look
old
at that.
growth.
So that would attach to the chair, and the chair would hold the guitar for you rather than you having to hold the guitar.
With machine bolts, and I'm sitting down here, about this height, and just playing it. And it raises up, and I can show you a picture of it in the shop.
Okay.
But this is I love this.
So you're gonna put that back together at some point?
Well, it's split apart. I think I will put it together because
No.
I couldn't display this.
I'm no, wait a minute. I'm standing next to. But you got a sharpener there. But I'm standing next to. That's the original neck jig?
That is a neck jig that I made back in Big Rapids in 1984.
This was the first tilt table,
This is a
Tilt-
table.
tilt top table neck jig, right?
If you weren't very careful when you tilted it, you could cut your finger off.
Oh my goodness.
I sold this to my cousin Mark.
Hence the workman's comp certificate
There you
on the
go.
wall.
I made 10 of these before moving to Stumac, and we made a whole bunch of them. Not exactly like this. They changed pretty quickly. This is just all.
So the under here you've got where am I?
These
under
are
here
slats
you've
on the bottom, and I have hold downs that slide in
They
like
would
on a
slide in,
mill.
the guitar would sit there. You could have a guitar jigged in there with the table upside down, be working on something else up here,
Yes, you could.
and then spin the whole thing to have the guitar topside again.
And it's really heavy. I bought it back from my cousin Mark last year, just because I didn't have one. I never did get one. So he was done using it, and I bought it back.
That's amazing.
It's a piece of history.
Wow, look at that. So is there more?
This is my exercise bike, and that's where I watch
What's that,
TV.
is that a wooden guitar case on the floor there?
That's the case for my brother Tom's bass that I made, and I'll show you that later. Yes, he made that. Mike Brown might get a kick out of that, because Mike's making one right now.
Mike's making one of these.
Of all my books, that's all I've kept so far. I had a whole lot of books, all guitar stuff, but most of it is just picture books.
So, oh, we got more. The inner
Yep,
sanctum.
this is
I used
where.
to spray out that window where the door is. The first Stu Mac spray videos were out that window.
We're out that window there.
Oh. And here is
Wait a
sort
minute.
of,
I'm distracted by this.
we're in the house now.
That looks like the
That
perfect thing for the Dougie Decimal System.
isn't that
That's
something?
your card catalog, Doug.
Oh, look at that. Martin scrap. Is there a whole guitar in here?
And here's where I keep ivory.
Wow, look at that.
But I haven't been using it for at least 20 years because it's too precious. These are walrus teeth, fossilized.
Hmm.
It's incredible ivory.
It's got a nice tap tone there.
Oh, wow.
You got some bone here.
That's dog bone. These are walrus teeth. That's a tusk. These are teeth. They're fossilized.
So is this what you did with all your former apprentices?
Stuff like that.
What else you got?
We got bone in here. We got pearl.
Horn.
We got Albert King in a drawer.
There's not much in there anymore. That was years back. Most of this is hardware. Some of it. I plan to go through this one day. But I actually have everything I ever need, so I hardly ever have to go to a hardware.
Dan, where
But
did that
look.
where did that cabinet come from? Did you raid that out of an old school?
That's from Reed City, Michigan, north of Big Rapids. And it was $110.
Is that open? Oh, that just comes
If
down.
these are closed, this
Oh.
is an Army artillery.
This would, I guess this would come down.
This back in the day, this would roll all the way down.
You don't have to. Oh no, you don't have to do that. You can get it back up again.
And that would keep it so nobody get into your artillery when you weren't looking.
That's the kind of stuff I'm going through box after box after box. It's embarrassing.
I don't know about that. What if you need it?
We got a bunch of guitars here.
Here's a lot of old stuff that a lot of these old guitars I'm just getting rid of to play for the leaves and stealing people that want them.
And then we got some lights. We got more.
This is an old chest from Stu Mac out on Banjo Hill that I've always liked. It's just stuck.
We got old pick guards. You're looking for an old L5 pick guard. Templates.
Just lots of stuff that I'll probably throw away one of these days.
That's seen better days.
This is for the courses that we were having,
Oh yeah.
and this was for us to practice punching holes in it and fixing them. And that was before COVID hit.
Yeah.
This
Oh, here's some more.
these are the same thing,
Those Harley Davidson pieces.
Harley Davidson bodies. I got one of these at the Tully.
Look at that.
I know.
So this is just like the copper one, but this is now chrome.
And they all have matching pit guards and tremolo covers on the back.
Wow.
Dan, didn't you have you did something with a neck for one of these, right?
I have one in the shop that has a neck screwed onto it, but I haven't finished it. And I'm probably going to end up selling some of these just because
I don't know if I want to make 7 of them, you know? And this is an old Harmony archtop guitar that I just saved because I like the braces are carved right into the billet.
Imagine that.
Yep.
How did they do that back in the day?
Pantograph or something.
Yeah. So
But
good.
that's got to be a cool way to build.
Yeah.
And these are the kind of hold downs that the old original neck jig workstation had. And I still have lots of those. This is a coal bin that was my spray booth for about 20 years because I did a fair amount of spraying.
You have light in here?
How much coal were they using? That's a huge room.
Well, it was, this is from 1923, this house. So the coal came through the chute.
Was the furnace down there too?
Yeah, there was a coal furnace. We took out 7 tons of clay and cement. And I put that in.
Oh, it looks nice.
And since the coal bin had a slanted floor that went from here all the way down to the end, I built a matching slanted platform so I'd have a flat surface to walk on, and my head would almost hit up here.
Huh.
But I, being short, I could walk in here and I could spray guitars. And then
That's a vice. That's a vice that didn't survive the vice force.
it's just too heavy. And there's just stuff in here. Some Douglas fir, an old Peterson tuner. That's a Dremel tool stand. I just like it because it's hammer-bake finish.
Oh yeah.
And this is same vintage
Oh yeah,
little drill press.
sure.
I save stuff like that. Back here, there's a bunch of
There's a neck jig down here.
these are all Dremel tools. And they all work.
You got those old ones with the real bearings in them?
Oh
Yeah, we found a few of those in the shop.
I think I have about 30 of these things.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. No wiggle.
No, these have killer bearings. And these little guys, they're my favorites. Most of them work anyway. That looks a little scary. Let's see. That one doesn't work.
Well, now we got to the bottom of which one works and which one doesn't.
Try this one. Whoa. It's just dust. What's wrong? I need to take this over and oil it.
Yeah. You would have had to go to the dentist this morning if you found that.
Hey Doug, I gotta go downstairs for just a second. Can you keep going without me?
Sure.
Okay,
Now
I'll
we're
be right
gonna
back.
go. Now we're gonna go to the. Oh, we got some nice wood here. Sharon was geeking out on the wood a little while ago. So we're going back to the new shop.
we're gonna go back to the shop. Up here, I got
Look at those.
these are neck blanks
For a base.
for bases.
For
They were carved on a duplicate carver in 1984. And I made two bases. One's mahogany and the other was maple. And I'd like to think I would make three more.
well, you got the necks for them. Oh, look at the peg head on that one.
That's the pattern. This is the pattern of it. It went on its two spindles.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Gallup has a couple of them too.
Oh, okay.
I gave him some.
So we're to the back to the shop.
Now we're going back out of the house into the garage. And back over to the shop. Pretty soon we'll get the table out.
Oh, what a day. This is gorgeous.
Ohio is pretty nice.
I have
Isn't
a
it?
table that we'll be putting up soon here. And chairs and pillows. And it's really fun to sit out here and play.
Oh, I bet. Especially on a day like today. All right, so here we are back in the shop.
Here's a base made from one. This is the actual.
Oh, let's look at this. Yeah, that's the
This
base.
is mahogany.
Look at
This
that.
was carved
Hey,
by
Evan.
my violin friend, and that was the pattern to take and reproduce in a duplicate carver. This would have had a spur on it. He carved all of this, and this is, I made it for my brother Tom. He designed the shape, and it has LEDs in it.
How does that balance with the big peg head on there? Is it balanced okay?
It's
Oh, look,
real
look.
well
Look
balanced.
at this. Do that again, Dan. Wait. Turn it off. Turn it.
And is that the one that was here?
Where?
We have one of those, I'm pretty sure.
The LED inlays.
A base like this?
Yeah.
I doubt it unless Brian made it from one of those necks.
We have something in like a giant TSA case that looks exactly like that.
Yeah, but was it on a body?
Yep.
I'd have to see it.
I'll
Because
have to
Brian
show
has
you
a
it.
couple of these blanks,
Yeah.
but I don't think he ever made a base out of them. I mean, you've seen things by Ampeg and such, but it's not, this is a fully carved cello. peg
Yeah.
head.
The one that we have here has that peg head too.
Give me a picture of that.
Yeah, I'll find it. Let me go see if I can find it right now.
Okay, so let's do this this shop tour. Let's start from right at the
You're
front
boss.
where we come in to the shop. So the customer comes in, they come up these stairs. So here we are.
Let's go downstairs.
Oh, let's go downstairs. Yeah.
Careful.
Yeah, and I make sure I'll let you go first. So I, if I trip and fall, listen to the break my phone.
I think we do lose a little bit of internet in the basement.
Do we? How we doing now?
Your audio is a little bad.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds like you're in that one part of that one Pink Floyd song though.
We'll make it quick.
Oh, now you're good.
Okay. So when you come into the shop here,
You come in
You
the
got-
bottom level.
you got this bad boy right there.
That's how you come in.
So we got this here. And this lets everybody know that Dan means business. We got that there. Of course, we have the famous bandsaw that everybody on the planet has signed.
Did I don't think I signed it.
Oh, you got to get back here and sign it. That's for Sharon and
You
I
better.
signed it.
Joe Glazer,
Yeah. Who else we got here?
BB King.
Oh, let me see. Where is that?
Just kidding.
Oh.
I wish.
Now, is that Philly Joe Jones, the drummer?
That's Philly Joe Jones, who worked at Gibson in the custom shop.
Oh, okay. You got Mamie.
Flip Scipio.
There's Flip right there.
I'm on that somewhere, Doug.
Joe
Bye.
Glazer.
You just passed me.
Where?
I'm right there. Thanks for everything.
Thanks for everything. Literally. Of course. And there's his self-portrait.
Evan, you and I will talk about what literally actually means after this is over.
Bob Benedetto.
Oh, Baba Benedetto was here with Cindy.
It's a great signature of him.
Back here is an apartment.
Oh, there are more drawers over
Look at that.
here. Through these drawers, Dan. and we're still yet to organize that, apparently.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Jewelry.
Whoa.
That's what I make my capo buttons out of. Antique jewelry.
Want to bury that in the backyard and make a map to it.
This stuff.
Okay. So what do we got back here?
Here's an apartment.
I've stayed
You
at home.
stayed there.
If I have a student.
Sharon was getting very jealous of this. This is a great little
I have a
apartment.
lot of great memories from that little apartment.
Me too.
Oh, and you got some beds in here for people to stay. There's a lot of room in here.
Joan takes care of this place.
All right, let's go up to the shop and start looking at the good stuff.
Dan, where's your
Dan,
lathe at? Is your lathe still down there?
The big lathe is right
Yeah.
here.
Okay. I thought you had a jet lathe. Did you get a new lathe?
I got a new lathe at South Bend,
Yeah.
and Blake's got the jet.
Yeah. Do you like the
This
South
is
Bend
it.
better than the jet?
Yeah, it's 1939. It's something special about it.
It's pretty swanky looking. Absolutely.
It doesn't do anything the other one can't.
Yeah.
It's just
It's got some panache though.
Seal made this tool holder for TK. TK's a funny old guy, man. Look at his drill bits.
Look at that.
Isn't that fun?
Wow.
Along with this machinery came so much stuff that you would never even believe the stuff I have. And he's just measuring tools. I mean,
What's that thing?
here's a height gauge, digital height gauge. There's so much stuff here.
Oh.
Does that all come with the lathe?
Yep.
Okay.
He didn't. I kept saying, I can't take all of that. He goes, well, I'm not going to have anything to use it with.
Are those tiny hammers?
Space gauges.
Those are for measuring in inner diameters.
Yeah, inner diameter gauges. You squeeze them together.
There's so many.
Yeah, and you turn the handle, and they can lock.
You can measure inner diameter
Yeah,
with
you
them.
measure the inside diameter of a circle or and kind of gap.
Oh wow.
Gap
So what is it?
gauge.
Is it
Those
eccentric
are
or
called gap
something?
gauges. Hmm?
Is it eccentric or how does it work?
Well, there are different kinds. There are kinds that are just fixed that you just use just almost like machinist blocks where you just keep checking the size. There are other ones that telescope in and out at the T and then lock. Some people call them gap gauges, some call them inner diameter gauges. You use them to check like the inner diameter of a circle, for example.
Like,
So you
Here's the chuck.
would put one like in here to know exactly what
Yeah.
size you were dealing with.
That holds collets.
can I ask why
Never
you
got
wouldn't
a
use
collar
like
chuck.
just the probe ends of the dial indicator or something like that, or are you trying to look deeper into it than the dial
Well,
than your dial
one,
caliper would?
it's a little bit more resilient, and if you're looking to index something where you just have an already set index, and then you can do a repeatable thing rather than with a dial indicator, you can lock it, but they're a little flimsier.
Yeah.
So there, do that again.
See,
So
it's on a spring.
Uh-huh.
So I could take this
Yeah.
and put it down in here.
Yes, sir.
and then you loosen it, and it'll snap right to the inner diameter.
Okay. And then when you pull it out, you know what you got.
Yeah, so you put it
You
in
have to
there.
lock.
Are there measuring? Are there lines on that, or do you have to measure that with a dial indicator or dial
No,
caliper?
so this you would put it in there. You would unlock it so it hit both sides, and it'd be the inner diameter of that. Then you lock it, and you have a permanent set for just that piece that you're
Okay.
working on. If I unscrew this, if I can do it with one hand, yeah, that pops right back out.
Aha.
This piece here on one side is flexible, and it telescopes in, and then wherever it telescopes into, you lock it,
Yeah.
and it tells you exactly what that inner diameter is, and then you can either measure it or you can just use it as an index for whatever you're trying to work on to fit it.
And TK's takes really good care of this stuff. Now I have to. And it doesn't quit. I mean,
Is this all TK stuff too, or?
well, it's mine now,
Yeah.
but it's just there's so much stuff, and there's more upstairs.
Yeah, let's go up and peek around.
We taking too long?
No. How do you like that rechargeable vacuum cleaner, that Dyson on the wall?
That's pretty cool.
Let's go.
Is it work? Does it?
I think you have to ask Joan if it works.
Okay.
All right, so here we are up at the entrance of the shop.
So, is that a workspace on that toolbox to the left?
Where Sharon is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it could be.
Let's start pulling drawers, Dan.
Yeah. First, I want to take a peek at this. This is that your Scythe guitar?
That is, that's the Penachars.
That's awesome. Hold that so we can look at that. Look at how awesome that is.
Slightly up, relic.
Pretty lively acoustically.
Yeah. That's a great guitar. The Penachars never cease to amaze me.
I have another neck they made and I'm putting my capos on.
There you go. All right, so what do we got over here, Dan? Well, first, I think I spied something over here. We go over to. Oh, here's a guitar that Seal is working on. But I saw some stuff over here that.
What are you guys doing?
We're getting Tom Dahlia's photos.
Oh, wait a minute. Pull that photo up that's in the background there. So now that we know what happened to the rocking chair guitar. That's what must have happened to the rocking chair guitar.
Is that a reenactment or is that an actual?
So
I'm just gonna text this video to him.
Sounds good.
I was poking around yesterday looking at all of the great memorabilia and stuff, and I came across this.
Oh my God.
Dan, tell me about this. This intrigued me. What kind of
This is a little, a splinting tool.
like it's like a splint knife? Because I noticed you had like the Sloan stuff going on here, which I like. But what
This
tell me,
is similar to that, but it rides on these little wheels.
this is
And this is a Don McCrosty.
Don came up with that?
Mm-hmm. And I think that way you could get down.
Wait. Pull out a piece of wood. Yeah. Bye, Joan. Everybody say goodbye to
Bye,
Joan.
Joan.
Take care, Joan.
You get down and you could roll along those wheels and not tilt.
Yeah, and you move like forward or back?
Yeah, and you'd be going forward.
That's
You can go
amazing.
backward.
Did somebody sell that? That looks familiar. Was that in like the StuMac catalog for a little bit?
It might have been for a really short time.
Would you use it like this either?
Whatever came, I used it like that.
Okay.
Can you adjust
And
the
then
wheels up and down, or are the wheels set?
I think the wheels are set in them.
The wheels are set, and you can ride right along them.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's a widget.
That's very cool. See if I can put it back where it's supposed to go.
There's one of them
There we go.
Harley Davidson pick guards.
Oh, what is this, Dan?
That is a Michael Stevens binding scraper.
Jesus, look at this. So here, for all of the whippersnappers out there, you got to make your own tools. That's awesome.
You see it okay?
Yeah. And this, you would just set the depth to it there, and you would use it that way?
Yep.
Working around that way?
And if you look at the guitars that Mike Stevens makes, they're absolutely perfect.
See if they can focus in on us there.
That was a present.
That's gorgeous. That's why
Got a
it's got
poncho on it. He's a cowboy.
Yeah. We got little planes up here, and who's this?
That's me with my Barney Castle.
Look at that.
Let me see
Who's
that.
standing behind you?
Yeah, that's my brother Michael.
Oh, okay.
That Barney Castle was killer. That's a '59 Barney Castle, solid car screw stop, bow tie inlays. That was a deluxe model.
Awesome.
Worth a fortune.
How old are you in that picture, Dan?
Probably 21 or 2.
Yeah.
So it's only about 10 years ago.
Is there a date on it?
Nice little planes here. Okay. Now I'm intrigued by this. I want to go over to this drawer over here. Of course, whenever I see one of these, I want to see what's inside. This is where all the goodies are. What do we got going on here? What's this?
That's my Navy honorable discharge.
Your first name is Ralph?
Mm-hmm. I enlisted in 1963. See? August 31st, 63.
Damn.
And I got out on October 25th, 63.
It's 3 months.
It's not that.
You get much of a pension from that, Dan?
It hasn't been too good. There's my draft card.
Oh, hence the enlistment card. They're a pair.
October 63.
Oh, we got a frisket there from Gibson. What kind of fun stuff can we find in here?
Does that say St. Dan's? Oh,
That says
Dan early ones. Okay.
Dan early one. That's one of the original.
Dan early
cards
ones
there.
Guitar Hospital. Oh, look at
Yeah,
that!
and the directions to where he was found. I have one of these on the sticker cabinet.
They're rare.
He sent me one of those. Let's see what we got here.
These are nice.
Which is that?
These X-rays of with truss rods.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Wow.
It shows you how much thread is actually in there.
Look at that. This one has scoliosis.
That's dentist. That's old dentist film, isn't it? Did you take that to a dentist?
Make friends with your dentist.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
They love using that stuff.
All the nurses gather around.
What do we got here? Oh, are these machinist blocks? Little straight edges, little fret rockers.
Straight edges.
Little fret rockers, custom made for Dan Earlywine in '93.
And those are made by a great machinist. And they're really square.
There we go. That's wild stuff there, Dan.
There's a lot of special stuff in here.
What are you fishing for there?
There's a little rosewood number from a Jerry Garcia guitar.
Is it a 2? Is it a 5?
Now, why that would be in there, I don't know.
Rick Liftig is hitting us with that deep dentist knowledge. Hold on a second.
That was an early
number 0, occlusal dental X-ray film. Thank you, Rick.
Oh yeah, that's what that stuff was up there. The film there, yeah. So here's this. Here's a piece of history for all of us who love the StewMac Bridge Saver tool.
That's probably my first attempt at making one.
So this would have cut out the plugs.
It was meant to, and then I probably from there quit and went out and worked out at Banjo Hill.
Mm-hmm.
On better tools.
Oh, what are these?
Those are Russian made.
Oh yeah.
Russian made what?
Supposed to have been for rounding frets, for crowning frets.
Oh wait, for crowning frets.
Yeah.
Yep. But they're actually,
oh look, it's got the profile of the fret in there.
They're good to round saddles with.
So they're scrapers, like kind of.
Oh wow. Oh, and they're sharp. They're pretty sharp.
And they sent them to StewMac for us
very
to
sharp.
sell.
There's a lot of bleeding all over.
Take on as a product. But obviously it's too handmade. They couldn't make thousands.
So you would just draw them. Here, hold those.
You would like on a nut or a saddle, I mean, you could draw this along.
Oh, I can cut, yeah.
But I think he meant it as for frets.
He would use these on frets, guy?
That's what he was selling it to StewMac for.
I guess it's like a small fret, like a...
So I can.
He tried to steal these to StewMac, this idea to StewMac?
I took them because nobody else wanted them. Nowadays, there's enough people there that somebody would want these too, and I just want them because they're cool.
Yeah, they're very cool. What's this?
This is, I can't remember what this is. It's got a sharp pointer in it.
Oh, it's telescoping out.
See that? It's a needle inside of a tube. So I must have been trying to protect that needle by sliding it inside of a tube. But I can't remember why. I just keep things like that because you never know.
Yeah.
Right?
That's from that became somebody's plug sometime.
That's out of a Martin guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of wood attached with it.
So let's see what else we got in here. What do we got going on in here? Are these those things from Glazer? These are those things from Glazer there.
There's a pigtail bridge made to say Gibson ABR1.
Made to say? So somebody made this for you?
Yeah,
Who made this?
the people that Steve Rowan that started Pigtail Bridges, and
Oh, okay.
he died of a heart attack. He was a great machinist of the old school. And he makes these too, what they did. This is a tune-o-matic that's half the size and height.
And you would have had this for what?
You could drop this down on a guitar that you otherwise had to grind the bottom off to get the bridge low
Are these the
enough.
ones you used on the Garcia?
And it's for the Garcia guitar.
See what other goodies we can find.
Well, it's all good.
What the hell is this?
It's a roach clip.
Oh, that's a roach clip. I was talking about what's this?
What is that?
This has a Joe Glazer. That's the cleat.
Oh, that's the. I think I saw one of those. That's this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe Glazer has this thing that you can.
Yeah, this has a magnets in it. Then you can hold the cleat inside of it, and you can see it.
So you would hold the magnetic paper on the outside of the guitar.
Mm-hmm. But
and this is a handle for it, or is
no,
this...
that is to push a little circlip on something.
Oh, but you were using it for the.
No, that was just stuck to it.
Oh, okay.
There's not much more cool there to most people.
Oh, I could spend all day in that drawer.
I could too.
Let's see what's down here. Yeah, some tools that have little homemade tools.
Feel that.
Oh, that's like a feather.
I know it. Pigtail. That's what we put on the Albert Kings. They're really finely made bridges.
What's in the Hosco box?
It's a little toolkit.
Let's see if anything's still in it.
Is that like a travel toolkit or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
To see if you want to measure your action height. Stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
What is this?
That
Where did
is,
this come from?
it looks to me like a button hook for old shoes. You tighten up the straps on the shoes, but I think it's really a handmade string lifter for getting the string out of the nut.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you get it in there and you would
think
pull
that's
it up
what
like
it
that.
is. That's a really good set of Les Paul historic curls that I just saved because it's hard to get them.
Yeah. What's this?
That is one of the little driver tools intended to drive out a fret sideways.
No, you mean like a fender?
Uh-huh. If you were driving a fret out of a fender, I would get right up on the end of that. This would get in the slot and I'd tap them out.
Let me see that. Look at that. So you would get the thing started, and then you would get that into the slot.
And then there's a longer one around.
It's in here somewhere, I bet.
Yeah, I saw it in another drawer.
Oh, what are these?
These are nickel silver fret
I thought
nuts.
they were spacers or something.
They're nut blanks.
Oh, those are like fender nut blanks, but
No, but they're nickel silver.
nickel silver.
Yep, just like a fret. I've never used them, but it's a cool idea.
So this way you would have your open strings would sound like you're just fretting.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
Couldn't throw something like that. Can't get thrown out.
No way.
Yep, there's a lot of good stuff in here. that.
But that's a knob, right?
Yep.
Knob to something.
What is that?
Can't-
I don't know. It looks like something you'd perform surgery
It
with.
looks like a large version of one of those glue, those things.
This
for
is a
putting
glue looper.
Yeah,
That's like a glue looper. Oh my god. Yeah.
but it's a very large one. That's really cool.
Robin is starting.
No, it's for bigger drops. And more hardware. Well, that looks good.
That's for hold on, let me see. Let me show them. That's for
That's
fret
for
slots.
fret slots. Those are valuable.
What size
Yeah.
is that?
Like 20 thousandths.
Yeah.
They break real easy.
Which is why they're so carefully
Here's another one.
stored.
That's right. The good stuff I put in these drawers. I clicked that one.
Oh, look at that one. So what's on the drawer underneath it? Let's look there. What do we got down there? Anything down
Good
there?
Lord.
What's that thing in the middle of the circle thing?
So which one?
The brass.
That thing?
Yeah. What's that do?
I'm gonna have to remember here.
Oh, wait a minute, Dan. What is this?
Is that for cracking walnuts?
What is this?
You're asking the wrong guy.
That's a center finder.
That's a center. That's a yeah. That's a
It's a center line.
Oh, that's for
yeah for
coming
drawing down the
Yeah,
middle of
center
a fingerboard or something.
Dan, that's a center line drawer finder.
That's what it is.
Thank God Mike's here.
This I don't know.
I thought that was just to keep your pencil upright and
Does that look
ready
like
at all times.
something to lock on
It does, but
an
I
egg
don't
thing?
remember what.
Like a
If you
strap
slide that
lock?
onto an egg-
Oh, is that
Yeah, I think
is that
it's-
a strap lock for acoustic output jack?
That what I'm thinking this might be is something you could put over a jack, tighten it,
And
so
pull
then
it
you can
out.
pull it out.
Or it's a strap lock for giants.
Yes.
Where I got that and how, I don't really know.
Uh-huh.
But it's the kind of thing that if you have it and you see something that needs it, you got it.
Nah, that's how a lot of that. Doug, what's that thing at the very back there with the silver, like is it a silver lid on it or?
Is that
That's
it?
a weight.
That's just it's like a counterweight type
Okay.
of thing for scale.
Mm-hmm.
There's all sorts of stuff like that in here. All sorts of great stuff.
It's just
What's in there?
So we're sharing. Yeah, that'd be good. Tom just said something. Okay, we gotta move on from this drawer. Tom wanted you to see that.
Did anybody else notice their vocals got weird again?
Can you hear us all right? Brian, is it big?
Maybe it's the connection.
There it is.
Might get some more pictures on that way. Yep, you did.
That one's fretless though.
It's okay, but that's the same bass. I wonder if Tom knows that. My brother Tom. Good for Brian. Tom would like to have that fretless. Am I good now? Was I covering the microphone?
I don't know what's going on with the microphone.
Is this still weird? You're gonna bore these people soon. Who's getting it? Is anybody getting bored? We want to see some more drawers.
It sounds like that part of Wish You Were Here right before it kicks in.
Can you hear me now? A better spot?
Nope.
No. Go ahead and press on. Hopefully you can hear us better. Oh, here's a cool. We've seen this drill before, right? Here comes a customer. Uh-oh. There's a customer here. Everybody hide. Everybody hide. There's a customer.
That's excellent.
Can you hear us now?
No.
No.
about that? Yours now?
No. You want to actually? You want to just exit out and come back? Try.
Yeah, let me try
Okay.
Maybe reboot the microphone.
Wait, so I missed it. So did he know what that was? Where that came from?
Not that I know of.
Larry Fitzgerald back in the house.
Larry. Oh, look, there he is. Hey, Larry. Long time no see.
How you doing, Tom?
Oh, good. Settling back in.
Good.
Are we back?
Yes.
How's the audio?
Good.
All right, we're back on, Dan. So I'm over here looking around here. That's a cool drill.
You can make nuts with this.
You slot nuts with that? So we got, what's this here? What is that there?
That is the old Prime Mover Blues Band.
The Prime Mover Blues Band. Do we recognize this guy right there?
That's me. That's my 59 Les Paul.
Oh, how do you like that?
And Jerry Lewis with my Epiphone. Whatever it was called then.
Very cool stuff.
Sheridan. Epiphone Sheridan Blonde. Got stolen in.
Mark Adams with us here. We got his jam jar amp there. So let's see what we have here.
We got,
What the hell is this? What is this for, Dan?
this is for. Can anyone guess?
What is that for?
If it's like this.
What are you doing with that?
Is that a spider?
Imagine you had.
Oh, Eric fixes stuff once I get a better look at the nut slotting drill. Hang on a second.
Imagine you had a skunk.
We'll just do this
I mean,
first.
a skate plug on
I thought it was a guitar tool.
Wait a second. What's that for?
This is for catching bugs.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
You got a stick up on it.
And you can trap it.
And you pick it up.
I thought it was a guitar tool. So Eric wants to look at this nut slotting drill again.
This is a electromechanical miniature.
So you've got
press.
you've got the shelf. You showed this off during the nuts about nuts episode. So you can move
It's
your
riding on a track, the linear bearings.
and you would trap the nut in, lock it that way.
Originally, this.
Oh, you can also slot bridge pins.
That's what it was made for.
Oh, okay.
To buy bridge pins that you liked and slot them.
Did StewMac ever
individually.
make a slotting?
They didn't. That is the prototype.
They should have.
But then, as often, this was too expensive to make.
Oh, okay.
So we made one much more simple,
All right.
and nobody bought them anyway. But this is cool. It goes up to 10,000 RPM.
That's pretty cool. That's very slick. So I'm looking around here. What the hell is this thing? What is that for? Is this for like like kids do with the two cups at the end of the string? Is it a communication device or something?
You put it around.
Oh, that's what that's for. That's what you do with your former apprentices. Dude, what do you?
This is simply how you line up the nut and the saddle.
Oh, that's what you're using
Oh,
it
the
for.
pick
I use a
up
rubber
so-
band for that. Okay. So what do you got this? You got two end pins. That's just a clever way of having it. Okay.
This is really old and it's just a
I'm making one of these as
nylon
soon as I get back to
string.
New York.
long. And it hasn't broken yet, but it's not long enough to do a base.
Okay. That's cool. I like that. I'm gonna make one of those as soon as I get back to New York.
What do you find here like on that?
It's the bridge is still glued down, so it's like then the lights up anywhere. I think
So looking around over here. Oh, we got some drawers over here. Scrapers. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell is this?
Okay. That's a good guitar.
Anybody want to take a guess?
Broken magnet?
No. Hey, Dan, I have a big question here. I don't know what this is.
It still hasn't even started. Oh,
Oh, you were with your customer. Never mind. Sorry. Customers come first. Oh, okay. He's in no hurry. Dan, what do we got? What do we got here? I got to know what this is.
This was to go inside a Martin guitar that an older one that had a small bridge plate was destroyed, and it's tucked into the X braces.
Oh, this is the ones for the ones that are tucked into the under the
And
X.
I would cut it in half with a small saw so I could wiggle it out of the X. And then this was a tool to go in and clean out any glue in that little
Oh,
notch.
so you would get into the X. You would go and get index against the top that way.
I'd be inside and here's X brace going that way, and I would dig into that little hole and clean it out.
And you made this?
Mhm.
Look at how cool that is.
But it's probably only been used a couple of times ever.
It's the only times it needed. Sharon wants to know if I can make her one. I'll try.
it's more fun making a tool
And this looks like a similar thing. Did you do the same thing with this? Oh, look at that. You would index against the top that way and get in there.
Yep. That's what it is.
Oh, very cool.
You can see that what it would do. Scoop it out. You could also scoop stuff along the edge of the brace.
Sure.
I see my magnet right there.
Your magnet. Where is? Oh, right here.
Right there.
There you go. Evan Gluck was here.
We put it there, especially knowing everyone would see that.
Very cool. So what do we got? We got to hurry it along here because we got to go over to Stumac in a little bit. We got a meeting over there.
Tons of killer gauges,
Yeah.
radius gauges.
Look at all of this great stuff.
Hacksaw stuff.
Yeah.
Palette knives and you don't need.
Look at all of that stuff. It's all your get under stuff. Get in, get under. Your tubing and whatnot. Yeah, saxophone lights, all your wrenches. Oh, I know what I want. I saw something over here that I want to ask you about. I was looking in the Dremel drawer yesterday. He's got all his Dremel stuff here. And I thought I saw. Oh, what's this here? You have your. I saw this, and I don't know. You've got your Stumac saddle slaughter, but it's all tilted up on you. We lost something?
Just a little wooden.
Did it fall in there?
Doesn't matter. Because I don't know what it was. This was something that wouldn't be used a lot, but it's to route a saddle slot going back towards the bridge pins.
Oh, so lean the saddle slot towards,
To give it more strength and not want to break the front of the bridge off,
to go back towards the bridge planes.
going into the angle.
So if you have like a Martin saddle is in the wrong spot and it needs to be close to
can do
the,
that
for
if you
intonation's
wanted to.
sake or something like that, instead of moving the saddle slot back, you can tilt
Well,
it
you
back.
still have to move the saddle slot back because you'd still have to fill it and recut it.
But it gets you that extra few thousand so it can actually be in tune without running into the bridge slots, the
Yes,
bridge pin slots.
conceivably.
Okay.
In other words, you're saying the hole would be further back from the saddle where the string comes out.
Is there a tool that you've gotten that you haven't modified?
Most of them.
Oh, you want to open that drawer? So, okay, let's take a peek over here. I saw something over. What's that?
That's a modification. I love these old Dremel bases.
Oh, yeah.
This one's curved so it can ride the curve with the fretboard.
Oh, yeah. Look at
And
that.
it keeps what you're routing in the pocket. The
Sure.
same depth.
Oh, so if you're out in slots, you just ride along the
I
top
was
of them.
putting plastic crown inlays in a Les Paul,
Oh, okay.
and I wanted to be able to get uniform bottom and then use a call to press it down flat.
Sure.
So I wouldn't have to scrape the file.
How cool is that?
And now you use that a lot.
That's very cool. I saw something else over here. I thought over here.
Also, curved base, you enter cutting already. A lot of times, curved finger, flat bottom. You don't get.
Okay, let's see what's in this thing. We got brushes here. We got all sorts of. Oh, we got our crank forward tool there. Measuring tools. More measuring tools. Frets.
Junk drawer for frets.
I got a Tupperware bin for that. Oh, look at those. Those look lethal.
Endoscopy.
So that's so you don't have to go to the proctologist. You get way in to get tired of that. Seymour gave you that one?
Northwood Seminar years ago.
Oh, wow.
I was driving into the airport and he pulls this out and gives it to me. I said, wow, you don't give it to me, I'll buy it. He goes, Dan, you couldn't afford it. Endoscopy.
And we just got
Finger cuts, toothpicks.
yeah, all of the sundries. More of the same. We got router stuff in here, router bits. We got routers. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, this is.
That's a binding.
But that's a bind. That's like. Wait a minute. I saw one of those up here. Yeah. This is the StewMac binding jig, binding, laminating jig. What the hell's going on here?
It's an adaptation.
How does that work?
I could show you over there.
Yeah, show me over there.
If I have. No, I can't show you there. I need a vice for thinking.
Can you have a vice? Yeah, you can find.
What's in the hamper?
That's, I think, is a garbage pail.
That's recycling.
That's recycling. Hey,
Elise, would you stick this in the studio in the case that Tom made for it? It's a big wooden box.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
A little advertisement for Total Vice.
There you go.
This lets me get down to a narrow jaw real fast.
There you go.
This is,
So what's going on here? Because I've got a bunch of these, and you just tighten up the jaw so they slip through the top of this. But what is this for?
that's a little bowl for acetone.
This here?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I think I'm starting to see this now.
And if you put,
I think there's something in there.
that's pushing down on this.
Okay.
I can do 2 or 3 pieces at once and I just separate them.
Oh, so these pins are keeping your binding pieces
Right.
away from each other so you can get your brush in there.
So I dip the brush in the acetone
See, only Dan thinks of these things.
and pull it through like that, and I can tighten it here. It's got springs on the end,
Oh, look at that.
and I can get just the pressure I want. Once it starts to catch, I know
I'll make one of these when I go back to New York too.
so typically I'd go all the way through. Start down here. Of course, this one is,
The Stumac should make this to go with this because this makes sense.
Dan,
one-
when you made this, were you like, you know what I wish I had was more fingers that would stick here? And then you're like, you know, it looks like fingers is dowels. Or how did you come up with this?
just the way you see.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep 3 or 4 pieces apart, and this way kept them so I could just keep feeding them through.
That's amazing.
If you do a lot of binding work, this is like a dream come true. I definitely got to make one of these.
That's
Dan,
what made all the
how long does it take for do you let your the binding that you're laminated that way, do you let it sit overnight before you work with it, or you?
I do. I hang these with a weight from the ceiling so they hang straight.
Oh, that's cool. Clever too.
And
Yeah.
that's while they're drying, and they don't come out all crooked. But that's what made all these.
I don't know if anybody's paying attention, but this is about like 5 earth-shaking revelations in a row here.
You can do that real quick and
Hanging with a
what he
weight, he says.
Only Dan. That's awesome. That's very cool. I'm making me one of these. So we got. I think we got a 3 o'clock at Stu Mac. I want to. Mike Brower is with us, who can 3D print an internal combustion engine, I think. But he's got a gadget to show us. You going to show us this because you brought something that I'm like fascinated with. Well, Dan deals with his customer. We got something in this box here that just I found incredible.
Oh, Mike, look at
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I sent that to you yesterday.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but look at this.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's a Harbor Freight
Trigger clamp.
trigger clamp and a 1/2 inch square tube.
Okay.
And some 3D printed nonsense.
So these here, right up and down to grab your neck. I guess your guitar would be what, face down in this?
Yes.
So these
Frets
are grabbing
down.
your neck. You got one here. You got one here for the further up the neck.
Yeah.
You clamp the neck in that way.
Right.
What does this one do here?
Then this is to set your headstock, adjust your headstock angle. The deal is it's for.
So wait, where does your headstock go? Your headstock goes in here
It
at the
lays
base.
on top of here.
Oh, it lays on top of here. Okay,
Right,
so you.
this little dummy index is in the book. Right on the
Oh, so this
headstock.
like if you got a Gibson, this would go right in the peak in the center.
Yeah, and the deal is it's like when you got a neck break right at the
So
nut.
this would typically be taller,
Yes.
and you would set the angle with these two
Yeah.
out here, so that angle would go up,
Yeah.
and that would be resting on this part and this part. Your brake is somewhere in
Yeah.
between or behind it.
Back in here.
Your brake is back there.
Yeah.
So that sets your peg head angle.
So you
And
can,
then this here, if you hold that up, if I'm reading this right, this one here, you trigger clamp this to push on the peg head
right.
as it closes the gap.
Right.
You do know you're a genius, right? This is incredible.
80 under the new toy.
This is amazing. That's fantastic.
You know, could you figure more preferred way to do it?
No, and this could just you can just get the guitar clamped up so the neck is hanging at your bench, and you just slide that onto the guitar. And it's like this is like no weight whatsoever. It's like nothing.
Mike, that's really cool. Did you print that PLA?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you?
That's incredible.
But this is steel tube.
So that's just square stock that you could get from Home Depot, correct?
Exactly.
Oh, I think there's like a lot of things that can be built off of this idea.
Yeah, I think so.
Is this going on loose prints?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doug, when you get back, I'm going to come up and set up your printer. I'll make a special trip up.
Okay. I'm jonesing now. Oh, we got another box in here. What's this?
Oh, that's the.
What's this?
Let's see. Well, Ian said this. You know.
I don't think I've seen this before.
Oh, this is the original one. Yeah, I still have this.
Well, right. That's the routing jig for the.
So once your headstock is glued up, if you wanted to put in splints or splines or something like that.
Mike, will this apparatus attach to this square stock jig now?
It doesn't need to. This attaches right to.
This you just clamp to the guitar.
Yeah. Okay.
So this you would. Oh, that's not face down, but we don't have a guitar face down. Where is that? Oh, there's the southern neck. Why don't you grab that? So here's the world's lightest guitar. So this would index here.
Right.
Here like that. So this piece here, the rounded part here, slides over the neck. That sits on the back of the picket of the tuner's right there. And that gives you the angle for your route.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And you get a nice square route on either side of the center of the neck to avoid the run. And so that's almost like the Ted Woodford thing where he cuts out the center sides first, and then does the center.
Yeah.
Was the other one over there?
Yeah, that's the center.
The other one over here sits on that. I didn't see.
After
After you've glued in your wings,
kind of carved them down.
you can cut out your biscuit in the center.
Yeah.
Okay, and that kind of locks everything in. That's very cool.
But yeah, it makes it pretty quick and it's really repeatable.
Well, I think you're winning the Gadget of the Day award. You're winning the Gadget of the Day award with this alone. Well, I think we're running up against the clock here, people.
All right. Do you want to grab Dan and do in summation?
Yeah, let's grab everybody around over here.
So Dan, in summation.
Everybody come in here.
Yeah, let's put this on the stand so we can all say hey. There we go. Get over there, Mike.
Hey, everybody.
Where are we? We're over there. There we are.
10 seconds.
Yeah, go for it.
So long.
Thanks for joining us today. We didn't have anything in mind, but just goofing around and having fun.
Doug, this was great. I think you should go to Athens more often. So
I'll just do this once a month.
yeah, just once a month. Well, everybody. Actually, can everybody just for fun, can you unmute and say thanks to Dan and Doug and Mike and Elise and Seal and
Ian
and
Thanks for all those names.
Thanks, guys.
thank you
Thank
guys.
all you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Ian.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Next time we're coming to your shop. And we're going through your drawers.
Yeah, that's going to take about
Either that, or you can come up and put together my 3D printer. I'll give you
the tour of my drawers is about 30 seconds long. I don't have anything cool like that. So
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
yeah, everybody
today.
have a good
Thanks,
day.
guys. Have fun.
Thanks.